Hi guys, it's Moz here from Moz6510 Models, and on the workbench today I got a little gift for my birthday. I've received this 1 to 32 scaled Volkswagen Beetle, and I have been, challenged to build this by Model Minutes for the Starter Set Challenge.
Hey Mars, it's Matt from your favourite modelling channel. How you doing?
Really well, my friend. Really well. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. I saw a community post on your channel recently. It said something that was your birthday.
It was my birthday. I turned
Ah,
43.
amazing. Happy birthday. And you got a starter set from Airfix?
I was hoping you wouldn't see it, but yes, I did.
Yeah, I'm not pushing my own agenda here, but you know what you've got to do now.
Yeah, I know.
Starter set
Oh, yeah.
challenge.
And
Starter
yes,
set
everyone else has
challenge.
done one, so I suppose it might be different because all the starter sets I've seen have been plain. So we've got something a bit different this time, haven't we? We've
Yes.
got a car.
I don't think I actually considered like someone doing a car or a tank or anything like that for a starter set challenge when I originally did it. So yeah, it'd be very interesting to see. So I'm gonna let you get on with that. I'm gonna wish you a happy birthday, and I will see you later.
So, if you don't know of Matt from Model Minutes, he put out a challenge last year, or was it this year, sorry, to actually build a kit from Airfix. And all you can do is use the paints and the glue and the paintbrushes that are in this kit. Just quickly, what were the rules again?
There are no rules. No. Um, so basically, you have to use everything that's included inside the set. Your well, when I did it, I allowed myself like an extra knife to cut off the stuff off the sprue, but basically you're trying to limit yourself to the number of extra tools you use. So you're pretty much limited to exactly what you've got inside the set. So no extra decal solutions or paints. You just have to use the paints that are included and the brush as well.
All right, so you're basically acting out as if you were somebody who's never done a model before, and you grab a kit and you build it. So the paints, the glue, and the cement, and the brushes, and you build a model. Can I have a sanding stick? Would that be allowed? And a pair of tweezers?
Well, when I did mine, I didn't. I said I was going to go really hardcore and didn't bother with that. Whereas James, I'm sure you saw James's, he let himself have some sandpaper and a few other bits and pieces. So, it's up to you. It's your own take
Okay.
on the challenge, really.
Now, a lot of people have been doing the Spitfire Mark 5C or other ones that you got from Audi. This one's a bit different. It's not going to be military. It's going to be this car. So, basically, let's have a look what you're going to get inside the box if you purchase this one. First off, let's have a quick look. You get a bag full of pieces for the kit made out of Airfix's very own plastic there. You get the decals here, which are basically number plates. Whoops, there you go, just number plates, but they are pretty crisp, they're pretty good. You get the instruction sheet on how to build the car, and you also get the paints and the brushes. So we'll cut this out carefully. So just looking at the paints here, you get 6 paints, so you need 11, 14, 18, 19, 26, 33. So they've given you a silver, which I'm going to mark these up. So that's silver, which is 11. That's 11. 14 is, I think that's French blue, 14. 14. 18 will be their orange, which is a massive pot, because all you're going to be doing is the indicators at the back. 19, which is this one, which is is it bright red? 19. This one looks like khaki, isn't it? So 26, I think, is khaki, but it's the matte version, I think. I'll check them out later. And then also you have the 33, which is the bog standard matte black. Okay, So there they are. That's the paints all done, which is good. Obviously, I'll be using this glue when I put this together because that's all part of the challenge. We won't be using any of the cements. We're going to be using Humbrol's own poly cement on this one. It's quite a thick, like it comes in like a toothpaste sort of tube. So using that. Now this is a 1963 molding, okay? And as I said, I'm going to be building it as a starter, so don't expect me to get really into it, of sanding down, etc., making sure all the parts fit properly. I'm going to build this as I would a starter, and I wouldn't have known some of the things that I do now. I'm going to follow it all step by step and try and build this kit. Okay, it looks too bad. There's some seam marks there and stuff, but I'm not going to worry about that. Basically, it's a case of just building it with just the stuff inside the box. And there's the clear parts here. And there you go. Some nice glass. So I'm not going to dip this in any clear or anything. Just going to take off any flash that's if there's any flash that's there. And there's all the pieces there. You can see obviously there's some flash here. I'll have to sand that down. But yeah, that's it. There's all the parts I need. And so I suppose I better get on with the build. is the final model. I did it in a day, which is quite good, isn't it? I did it in a day. I found it really tough just because of this stuff here. Now, the thing is though, when you're using this to this, or even to any of them, is that it evaporates, right? This just stays there. It's like a big lump, and it got to burn into the plastic for it to disappear. And that's what I found the hardest bit was, is that when you were trying to put the bits in, it was almost like like a paste, and it just wouldn't evaporate. Now, a couple of issues on this kit in particular were the fact that a lot of the pins are just too thin. For instance, when you're putting the axle together on the front, you have these two little pins, and they're just like hair length, they're hair width. And the actual hole is quite big. And, you can see in the video, hopefully, if you slow it down, you'll see that it was like that. It was like a huge hole. You're putting big lumps of, poly cement in it. The windows don't fit so good on this one, unfortunately. So when they fell out, you can see where the big blotches of glue, or the plows, on the back's not so bad. The back looked all right, to be honest. But yeah, it was quite a challenge. I have gone over this again with the blue paint, just give it one final coat just to touch it. But you can see where the glue is here. It just doesn't evaporate like it would do. These are very flimsy, so I wouldn't trust it. Apparently you can make these so that they turn. There's no point, you just got to glue them in. And at one point, I in the video, you'll notice when I'm putting the hubs on, I do grab this because I was just going to just dump a load in the hole, but then no, I didn't. I went back to this, put a bit down. One problem with the paint was the 18. 18 was just like a lump, just one big lump, which I added some water to, tried to play with it. I did use it on the front indicators here. Whoops, is that gonna, let's try and get to focus it. I tried to use them on the front indicators here. I used it on the back with some sort of success, because it was so thick. Then what I did, I got a wet paintbrush, and just went around the edges just to clear up any overspill. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. It's not a spray job. I'd love to have sprayed this body. The body would have looked great if it was done. I did try to add a bit, like I put the khaki in the roof underneath, when you can see me painting that in, just to give it some breakup really, because the doors are blue inside. The handle here at the front is just so badly molded that I've just stuck it on. Some of it is badly molded, unfortunately. It just, it's such a shame, really. Everything else, it is what it is. It's a build that I had no extra tools I had to use. The paintbrushes, I would have, you're given a 0 and a 4. I would have used a 000 on some of it. Just not wide enough, really. You notice when I was painting this, I thought I'll thin the blue right down, and all it did was bead up then, unfortunately. But then, once you kept doing it, this has had 4 coats, remember? This body's had 4 coats. And I've touched it up as best I can. It is not a starter set, it's a gift set for somebody, and it's a day build. Like I said, I've done it in, I started, I think it was, 8 o'clock this morning. Then I started it, and I went for me scan at the hospital, came back, and then been on it all day, basically. And I've had the radiator on so I could dry the parts on the radiator as well. That helped a lot as well, just to dry the parts. So yeah, other than that, it's a challenging build. You probably enjoy it if you have a go at it, don't get me wrong. And it was £10. It's £9.99 on Amazon. I found out who bought it for me. But other than that, yeah, there you go. So I've done the challenge mat. I hope it's what you asked for. As I said, I've just used these brushes. I've just used the poly cement. I didn't use a cutting mat because a starter wouldn't have a cutting mat, I don't believe. I did have 2 tools, which was what I would call my special tools. So yeah, I did have 2 tools. I had the knife and I had the sanding stick. Those were the 2. So I didn't use a drill or nothing, because so you can see me there. I was using the knife, or I was using the tweezers. Sorry, tweezers. I use tweezers as well, because it does mention tweezers in the thing. I didn't do anything that it didn't say in the instructions, so it didn't, I tried not to, it doesn't say thin the paint down, but I did, because I thought it needed to go a little bit further. There's a lot of things it doesn't say in the instructions that you should do. But anyways, this stuff, wow, there you go. What can I say? Anyways, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, and it was fun. Thank you, Matt at Model Minutes, for the challenge. So, mate, how do you think I did?
Well, I think you've done a lot better than James. I love what you've done with the car, but I'm not sure it's quite as good as mine. And you did cheat using a few extra tools, but hey, not bad. And do you know what? I actually, looking back on this and seeing how everybody's done their own thing on it, it does seem very difficult for modelers to like switch off and not use their tools and things that they're so accustomed to using. Like when I did mine, I just wanted to reach over and grab something and use it and I had to stop myself because I just couldn't. But yeah, I think it's a really good challenge of your own modeling skills.
Well, yeah, because I didn't even use a cutting mat. I had to use a pair of tweezers. I had to use a sanding stick, and I did use a knife to cut the parts off. And if you go back through the video, you will see at one point I did actually grab the Revel contactor and then put it back and then picked up the Humbrol glue.
But that being said, fantastic results, Moz, and I will catch you later.
Jim, my friend, you take care now. Thank you.
Bye.
I'll leave a link in description for his channel. Okay, anyways, that's it. Starting to lose my voice a little bit. If you like the video, click like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, ring that bell, and you'll be notified when I release a new video. And remember, to subscribe is completely free. Any questions, any comments, put them in the box below, because I do reply, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.